Hey guys, it's Jackson Fulcher here. So yesterday I saw Lights Out for a second time with my dad and sister this time. The first time I saw it alone, this time I saw it with them. And walking out I saw, oh look, a trailer for Kong and Justice League and Wonder Woman. Okay, I'll have to do separate videos on those if they turn out good. Then trailers for Suicide Squad came out, and Doctor Strange, and Lego Batman, and King Arthur, directed by Guy Ritchie, and Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. So I was like, okay, you know what? How about I just make one really big video talking about all of them, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So let's get started. So the first trailer I'm gonna talk about is King Arthur, Legend of the Sword, directed by Guy Ritchie. And at first I didn't know this was a Guy Ritchie movie. For the first 20 seconds I was like, wow, this has a really unique editing style, something like Guy Ritchie. And then the title card from director Guy Ritchie came up, and I was like, oh, that explains so much. Overall, I'm skeptical about this movie. Even though I do enjoy Guy Ritchie's Sherlock Holmes movies, and The Man from U.N.C.L.E. was decent, I'm just not sure how this movie's gonna turn out. I hope the directing and editing style of this movie doesn't distract myself from the actual movie, and I hope it doesn't ruin some of the action scenes. So far, the action scenes do look alright, it's just I'm worried that maybe the editing and directing might ruin it. Hopefully it doesn't, because Guy Ritchie's usually pretty good at those. And Charlie Hunnam, I think he looks pretty good so far in this movie. I like him in Pacific Rim, and I liked him in Crimson Peak, and so far here I like him as well. He has a pretty cool sense of humor about him as well. And Jude Law playing the villain, really cool to see him partner up with Guy Ritchie again. He was Watson in the Sherlock Holmes movies, and now he's the villain of this movie, I guess. But overall, the trailer just didn't really get me that interested into the story of this movie. I'm still interested in seeing it. I'm probably going to go see it when it comes out. It's just so far my expectations are eh. The next trailer I'm going to talk about is the Lego Batman movie. Now, I love the Lego movie a lot, and when I heard they were making a sequel, I was like, alright, that's pretty great. When I heard they were making a Lego Batman movie too, I was like, I don't know about that, because even though I love Lego Batman in the Lego movie, I didn't know how he was going to do being the main character of his own movie. Maybe this was a side character better in smaller doses, but so far from what I'm seeing, this seems really funny. It has the typical type of Lego Batman humor that we saw in the original one, and Will Arnett still does a really good job voicing Lego Batman. No surprise there, Will Arnett was great as Lego Batman, and he's great once again here. And Ralph Fiennes as Alfred is just, that's freaking amazing that they actually got him to do a movie like this in the first place. And the Michael Cera Robin seems really hysterical right now, finally just making him a complete dumb character, which is kind of what Robin is. And I love this segment where he's finding his costume and the origin of why he only wears underwear on instead of no pants. That was hysterical. We get a quick shot of the Joker. I don't know how Zach Galifianakis will play him. I can't wait to actually hear his voice come out of that Joker mouth. But I am a little worried that maybe Lego Batman will start to wear on me. I'm not saying that he will, I'm just saying I don't know if he can or not. Because from what I'm seeing in the trailer, it's really funny, but I don't know if a whole hour and a half or hour 40, however long the movie will be, I don't know if that much time of Lego Batman telling his type of humor is going to be annoying or not. Hopefully, it's not though. The next trailer I'm talking about is Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. I'm a fan of the Harry Potter series, but my favorite ones are the ones made by David Yates. And even though he did do The Legend of Tarzan, and that's... I am still really looking forward to this movie that is directed by him and written by J.K. Rowling. It takes place like 70 years before the first Harry Potter happens, so that's really cool. And it follows the character Newt Scamander, played by Eddie Redmayne, who is the author of a textbook, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, in the Harry Potter series. And so far, this movie seems like a really fun, magical adventure. You have that music back that sounds so great. Newt Scamander already seems like a pretty likable character. I think Eddie Redmayne's doing a pretty good job from what I've seen. And Colin Farrell, I'm pretty sure he's the villain of this movie. I can't wait to see more of him because I like Colin Farrell. And the visuals also do look really good. Overall, this movie looks like it can be a fun adventure. Pretty much, oh crap, we lost these creatures, let's go hunt them down. It seems like that kind of fun adventure movie, and I can't wait to see this movie. And next up we have the fourth, I think, trailer for Suicide Squad. The movie comes out in 2 weeks, but they decided to bring us yet another trailer for our viewing pleasure, and once again, it's amazing. The marketing campaign for Suicide Squad has been excellent ever since the first Comic-Con trailer from last year. That trailer got me hooked, and then the Bohemian Rhapsody trailer, even though it was a complete change of tone, I still really loved it. The Ballroom Blitz trailer as well, and now this one featuring the song from 21 Pilots, the Sucker for Pain song, and the other one, Purple Lamborghini. The songs sound really good. I can't wait to listen to the entire soundtrack in the movie. I can't wait to see the characters interacting together. The ones I'm looking forward to the most are definitely Deadshot and Harley Quinn. Will Smith and Margot Robbie, I think they're really funny so far, and Jared Leto as the Joker. I can't wait to see him play this guy. I think he's gonna nail it. He seems like he's doing a very good job so far, and hopefully he keeps that up throughout the entire movie. I can't freaking wait to see this movie. And also we see a little bit of Enchantress, her transformation, like her hand is here, then another one shows up, then just flips over to the Enchantress hand. That was really freaky. And Jai Courtney isn't horrible in this trailer. I'm not a big fan of Jai Courtney. A Good Day to Die Hard, I didn't really like, and Divergent and Insurgent, I didn't really like him. And Jack Reacher, he was okay there, but this movie seems like the role Jai Courtney was born to play, actually being pretty funny and a likable character. The action scenes look like they're really well done. The visuals are really impressive to look at. Overall, I'm excited. Just 2 weeks from now, I can't wait for Suicide Squad. Just give me it. Now, these 4 trailers I consider to be my favorites. This one being Doctor Strange. And I guess I should mention what Marvel did. They updated their logo. They also put out a new logo for Captain Marvel. They also mentioned that Brie Larson is Captain Marvel. They have a new logo for Black Panther and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 and Thor Ragnarok. They all look super great. I'm glad Brie Larson is cast as Captain Marvel, and their new logo looks pretty good. Alright, let's talk about this trailer. This movie looks trippy in the best way imaginable. The visual effects department, whoever's doing that, they are doing a great job. Like when the buildings are like transforming or just like moving down in this hole and going around, that's really weird to look at. But since the movie is Doctor Strange, it only makes sense that this movie be really strange. And Benedict Cumberbatch, I can't wait to see how he does as Doctor Strange. I can't wait to learn more about the Doctor Strange character because I am a little unfamiliar with him. All I know is that he's a magic guy. And also Benedict's American accent, he's doing a really good job at doing that because he is a British man, so he has to transition from that to American accent. And also there's a little joke at the end of the trailer where he gets a card like Shambhala, something like that, and he's like, "What's this, my marcher card?" And then Chiwetel Ejiofor's character's like, "No, the Wi-Fi password." That's actually a pretty funny joke. I can't wait to see more humor in this movie. And also, I can't wait to see Mads Mikkelsen's villain, mainly because I like Mads Mikkelsen as an actor, like Casino Royale, Le Chiffre. And I'm also interested to see this villain, mainly because I want to see if they can actually include a villain that isn't a typical big evil Marvel villain. I want to see if they actually give him some character. I want to see if they actually added some clear motivation to this guy, because Marvel has received some criticism for their villains for a while now, so you'd think after they actually added a pretty intriguing villain that is Baron Zemo, that they'd be able to make more interesting villains after that, but we'll see. So far, the villain looks very intriguing. The makeup around his eyes is really weird, and I can't wait to see Doctor Strange. I want to learn about the Sorcerer Supreme. And now this trailer I was completely surprised by. Justice League. The movie's like a year and a half-ish away from being released, but they already got some footage together after being in production for what, since April? And it already looks way better than Batman vs. Superman, mainly because of the tone change. They still have the kind of gray color palette that Zack Snyder usually has, but the movie's tone, from character dialogue to some jokes being told, it feels way different, and I'm so happy. Ezra Miller seems to be doing a pretty good job so far. I love how he just steps aside and sees the Batarang just fly by, and he's taking time to actually look at it and look back like, "Oh, Bruce Wayne, you're Batman," and then he actually grabs it. That was great. Also, did anyone catch the Rick and Morty episode playing in the background? That was pretty cool to spot. And Aquaman seems like an actually interesting character. Instead of just being the guy who talks to fish and dresses in a weird outfit, this guy seems like a badass. And it's gonna take a while for him to actually join the Justice League, considering that he pinned Bruce Wayne to a wall when asked to join the Justice League, so maybe wait on Aquaman joining. And we didn't see much of the Cyborg, but when he was there, I was actually really impressed by the way he looked. Overall, Justice League, I can't wait to see more of it. Hopefully this isn't the best stuff out of the movie. Hopefully they got more in store for us. Hopefully Zack Snyder is learning his lesson. Hopefully DC is learning their lesson and making their movies better. And speaking of DC, my next trailer is Wonder Woman. This movie actually looks pretty awesome. I didn't know what to expect. A Wonder Woman movie prequel movie based back in the day when she met Chris Pine playing Steve Trevor. And a lot of people are going to say, oh, it's like Captain America the First Avenger for DC, and some people will use that in a negative. I don't see that as a negative at all, because Wonder Woman and Captain America are kind of similar, except for the fact that Captain America had to freeze himself for him to live that long. This movie seems awesome. The action scenes so far look like they're really well directed by Patty Jenkins. Gal Gadot, I think, is perfect as Wonder Woman, and she seems to be still doing a good job playing her. And Chris Pine seems to be really entertaining as Steve Trevor. Earlier in the trailer where he's like, have you not seen a man before? Who's your father then? And then she said, I don't have a father. I was made by Zeus. And then he goes, well, that's neat. I can't wait to see Wonder Woman's backstory. I can't wait to learn more about her character, because in Batman vs. Superman, I actually enjoyed Wonder Woman in that movie. Even though I think the movie overall should have been focused on Batman vs. Superman, I did enjoy the Wonder Woman presence, and I can't wait to learn more about her character. I can't wait to learn more about her and Steve Trevor. I can't wait to learn more about her and the other Amazons. But finally, this was the trailer that literally won Comic-Con. In my opinion, this trailer won it. And that would be Kong Skull Island. This trailer blew me away, and I was so surprised by that, because this is a movie about King Kong, the giant gorilla, and eventually they're gonna have him and Godzilla fight. So I wasn't expecting anything mind-blowing with this trailer, but holy crap, that was epic. This movie looks like it's really intense from its direction, from its shots, and I really enjoyed Sam Jackson in there. I had no idea that Samuel L. Jackson was in it, or maybe I did and I just blocked it out of my head until I saw him. And I love the moment in the trailer where he's confronting John Goodman's character. John Goodman, who might know a little bit more about why everyone's there. He might have some secret plans in the back of his mind that not that many people know about. And I love, and I do mean I loved it, when they barely showed off Kong. They didn't have a grand revealing shot in the trailer. Here's the new Kong before you even see the movie. We get to see an extreme close-up of his face, and we get to see some parts of him, but we never get a grand, like, still shot of him so we can actually get a good look at him. That's what I love. They're teasing this new Kong for us, and I love that they're doing that. This movie looks intense, and I really enjoy Samuel L. Jackson and John Goodman so far, and I really like Tom Hiddleston, so I can't wait to see him in this movie, and Brie Larson is in this. I hope she does good too. And some of the shots in this trailer are just jaw-dropping. This movie looks excellent. I am so freaking pumped for Kong Skull Island. But anyways, that was a lot of trailers. What are all of your thoughts on these trailers? Leave them in the comments below. And if you haven't left your questions for the Q&A you can leave them right here. And I think I'm going to be starting up my Jason Bourne series of reviews tomorrow. Hopefully, we'll see. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe. I'm Jackson Fulcher. See you guys next time.